Hello students, welcome to the circuit simulation lab. So in this session we'll be studying how to calculate the impedance and admittance. So here in this session we are going to learn how to write a program to simplify the given impedance and express it both in the rectangular and in the polar form. And also we are going to find the admittance for the same and then express it both in the rectangular and the polar form. So this is the question given to us. Simplify the following impedance Z and express it both in the rectangular and polar form. Also compute the admittance Y. So this is the equation given. So you can see that in the equation given, the values of the impedances are given in the form of rectangular as well as in the form of the polar. So before writing the program in the MATLAB, what we'll do is we'll first theoretically calculate the impedance value and the admittance value and express both in the polar form as well as in the rectangular form. So here if you see this equation, you can see that the impedances are multiplied and divided. So division and the multiplication is there. So to calculate in the polar form, to do the calculations in the polar form is very easy. So rather than calculating it in the rectangular form. So what we'll do is we'll convert all the quantities which are given in the rectangular form into the polar form. And then we'll do the calculation. Calculating in polar form is very easy whenever the multiplication and the division is given. Where the magnitudes will be multiplied, angles will be added here. So now let me consider the 3 plus J4 as the Z1. Similarly 5 plus J2 as Z2. And the quantity of the Z3 is given in the polar form. And then 3 plus J6 as Z4 and 1 plus J2 as Z5. So as now I want to convert all these rectangular forms into the polar form. So now we'll start the solution. That is, we'll convert the Z1 into the polar form. So in the second sem itself we have studied how to convert the rectangular form to the polar form. So we are going to first calculate the magnitude. After calculating the magnitude, we are going to calculate the angle phi, and then the value of Z1, now it is expressed in the polar form. Similarly, we are going to calculate the value of the Z2 also in the polar form. Z3 is already given in the polar form. Simply we have made an attempt to calculate it in the rectangular form. That is all. And Z4 is also calculated in the polar form. Similarly, Z4 also we have converted it into the polar form. Then the equation given is Z is equal to Z1 into Z2 into Z3 divided by Z4 into Z5. Now here all the values of Z1 which we have calculated, Z1, Z2, Z3, Z4, Z5 which we have calculated in the polar form, we are going to substitute here. So now you can see the value of Z1, Z2, Z3, Z4 and Z5 all are substituted in the polar form because it will be very easy for us to calculate when the multiplication and the division is given. Right? All the magnitudes are multiplied in the numerator. Similarly, all the magnitudes are multiplied in the denominator here, and then we are going to divide again further the numerator by the denominator, and then the angles will be added and subtracted. Then now I will get the value of the impedance in the polar form. Since all the values we have substituted in the polar form, so the result also I am going to get now is in the polar form. Since we have to express it in the rectangular form, so now what we'll do, we'll convert this polar form of the impedance now to in the rectangular form. So the magnitude will be multiplied by the cosine of angle and the sine of angle, and then we are going to get now the rectangular form. So now we have calculated what? The impedance we have calculated and also expressed it in the polar form as well as in the rectangular form. So now we have to calculate the admittance. So YP represents the admittance in the polar form. So how to calculate the admittance? So we already know now the impedance. So admittance is nothing but it is a reciprocal of the impedance. So substitute Yp is equal to 1 divided by Zp. In the place of Zp, you substitute the value whatever you have got for the Zp, and then you are going to get, this will be the given substituted, it will be given in the form of the polar form now. We will get it in the polar form. Ivaga namge polar form al barutte. Then this polar form has to be again represented in the rectangular form. So rectangular form alli represent madak ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು ಇವಾಗ? Will multiply the magnitude with the cosine of angle and with the sine of angle, and then I will get the value of the impedance, the value of admittance in the rectangular form. Now we have got the value of the admittance in the rectangular form as well as in the polar form, right? So after these theoretical evaluations, calculation, now we'll try to write the program in the MATLAB. So to start with the writing the program, so what we do is we'll write the title for the program. So here we are going to enclose it in what? We are going to enclose it in the percentage symbol so that it is a comment now. So these lines will not be executed when the program is being executed. So CLC, the first line of the program, here from here your program begins. So CLC ಅಂತಂದ್ರೇನು? Clear the command window. It clears the command window. ಯಾಕೆ ಇದು ಬರಿತೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ನಾವು ಮುಂಚೆನೆ MATLAB ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಹಳೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ಹಳೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ತೆಗಿಯೋಗೋಸ್ಕರ ನಾವು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್, ದ ಕಮಾಂಡ್ ವಿಂಡೋ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಫಿಲ್ಡ್ ವಿತ್ ದಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡನ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ calculations ಏನು ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಉಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತದೆ. In order to clear that, we are going to give the CLC. So it will clear the window. Then display. So display ಗೆ ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ we are going to write it in the MATLAB as DISP. ಬರ್ದು ನಾವು here we are written in the quotation here. So ಇದು quotation ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದಂದ್ರೆ ಏನರ್ಥ? So in the it will be displayed as just as a text. It will be displayed just as a text in the output. Then we'll enter now all the given values of the impedances. So here we'll enter Z1, then I'll enter Z2. So the Z3 is now given in the polar form. So our polar form kottidanta Z3 na now I'll convert it into the rectangular form. So this rectangular form alli convert madbekadre, so there the angle is given as 60 degree. So the MATLAB does the calculations of angles in the radians. So I am converting that angle in the form of the radians and then I am substituting here. And now the value of this Z3, whatever is there, it is in the form of the rectangle. Then enter the value of Z4, enter the value of Z5. Then we will write the equation given here. Now here all the values Z1, Z2, Z3, Z4 and Z5 all will be entered in the rectangular form only. Then again we'll write a display command and impedance in the rectangular form ZR in ohms. So you can see that there this whole sentence is enclosed in a quotation. So what we do, in the single quote it is given. So this whole sentence now will be displayed as the text in the output. Display ZR. So now when this line is executed, whatever the value is being calculated, that is ZR we are getting, that will be displayed. That is an impedance in the rectangular form will be displayed, because whatever the calculations has been done here, that result is stored in the variable ZR. So that impedance in the rectangular form will be displayed. Now we have calculated the impedance in the rectangular form. So now I have to express it in the polar form. So to express it in the polar form, what we do is, I want a magnitude and I want a angle. So here Z underscore magnitude is one variable where I want to store the magnitude, and ABS is a function which is going to give us the magnitude of ZR. Now ZR is in the rectangular form. Idradu magnitude namge siguttade ivaga. Then after getting the magnitude, I am going to get the angle. So angle function, what it does is, angle returns the phase angles in the radians. So when I give the angle here and ZR, I am going to get the angle, but it is in the radians. So I want to convert that radians into degrees. So I will multiply it with 180 divided by pi. So now here I will get the magnitude, and in this one I will get the angle. So now I can express the impedance in the polar form as, now display impedance in the polar form ZP in ohms. So this is going to get displayed as a text in the output. And here, to display the impedance in the polar form, I am going to write it as Z magnitude and the Z angle, where Z magnitude will give me the value of the magnitude of the impedance, and then Z angle is going to give us the angle of that ZR whatever we have calculated, and it is written in the square bracket here. So it will be displayed in the form of just like a table. Then now we have calculated impedance. So now we are going to calculate what is the admittance. Admittance is nothing but it is a reciprocal of the impedance. So therefore YR here, Y represents the admittance, R represents the rectangular form. So YR is equal to 1 divided by ZR. I will get, now we will calculate now the admittance in the rectangular form I am going to get. Now display admittance in the rectangular form, since it is enclosed in the single quote. So this whole text will be displayed as impedance in the rectangular form in the output. Then display YR. So display YR means the admittance will be now displayed in the rectangular form, where DISP is nothing but it is the YR is a variable where we are going to keep the calculated value of the admittance. So YR is a variable where it is going to store the calculated value of admittance, and that will be displayed here. Then again, since now we are getting the admittance in the rectangular form, so we are going to calculate it in the polar form as we have done for the impedance. So again, Y magnitude, this absolute function is going to give what? It is going to give the magnitude. And then similarly, we are also going to calculate the angle here, and then it gives in the radians, and that will be converted again into the degrees. Then display admittance in the polar form in the ohms. So this will be displayed as the text. Y is equal to YP is equal to Y magnitude, Y angle. So here I am displaying it in the variable will be displayed in the form of in the polar. That is, admittance now is displayed in the form of the polar form. Magnitude, and it will give us the angle. Now after the execution, once when we run this program, the output looks like this. The output will appear like this in the MAT environment. Output, impedance in the rectangular form ZR in ohms, and the value of the ZR is displayed. Then next, impedance in the polar form ZP in ohms, and then it will be given in the polar form. So this is the magnitude and this is the angle. Admittance in the rectangular form again. Now admittance in the polar form. So this is how your output will be looking in the MATLAB, right? So I think you have understood how to write a program. So now we'll go to the MATLAB and then we'll try to write this program. So already the program is been written. So we'll say it's open. So here it is a program to calculate then impedance and admittance. So we have given the name here. So the second line is the CLC, that is the clear screen. So whatever we have just now explained, all the steps, similar steps have been written here. So Z1 is the value entered, then Z2 is the next value entered. Here we are converting the Z3 into the rectangular form, and Z4 is entered, Z5 is entered. Then here we are going to calculate the impedance in the rectangular form. Then this is going to display. So here this is going to display the impedance in the rectangular form ZR in the ohms in the text in the output, and here I am going to get the result here. The calculated value of ZR will be stored in the variable ZR, and that value will be displayed here. Now the impedance whatever we have calculated will get in the rectangular form. So then we will try to convert them into the polar form. So here the ABS is a absolute function which is going to give us the magnitude, and this angle will give us the angle of this ZR which is represented in the rectangular form, and then we are converting it into the degrees here, and then we will express the ZP in the form of, that is the impedance in the form of the ZP, that is the impedance in the polar form. Similarly, we are going to calculate the admittance value. So admittance is nothing but it is a reciprocal of the impedance. So YR again I am going to get here in the rectangular form, and similarly we will be writing the steps for the polar to get the admittance in the polar form. So after writing all the steps here, then what we do is we will save this program after typing all the lines. So we will save this program, and then we will go back to the command window. We will go to the command window, and here we will write the file name on what we have stored. So we have stored the file name as impedance. Then enter. Then the program will be executed. The program is executed here. You are going to get the output here. So this is the program you have written. So if any error is been created, then what you have to do is, if any error you are going to get, you have to go to that line, then say you have to correct for that, and then again save it, then again run in the command window. So I think here we have left one line, so that line will enter here. So what was that line? It is a display output, right? So this is the text it is going to display now, right? Now say Ctrl S, then go back to your command window, then you give the, see here the previous program execution is coming here. So to clear that, this only we have given the clear window in the program. Enter. See, the output was left there, so we have entered here, and then impedance in the rectangular form is expressed, the impedance in the polar form is expressed, and then impedance in the admittance in the polar form is also expressed. So this is how your impedance and admittance program can be written. Okay, now let us see some of the questions. vectors depend upon the brackets while the scalars do not. That means whenever you are entering the vectors, you are entering it in the brackets only. That is why the answer will be A. So always the vector depends upon the bracket. What is the difference between array, this is the name of an array, with the empty square bracket and with the flower bracket? So the solution is B, where A with the empty square bracket is for a empty linear array, while the A with the flower bracket is for a empty cell array. At the command prompt, if you type A is equal to 1, 2, 3, then 4, 5, 6, and then if you enter the size A, where A is nothing but it is the name of the matrix what you have created. So this command will give the size of the array. So what will the display it will give us? So it will give us, since we have created the 2 rows and the 3 columns, so the C will be the correct answer, 2 rows and the 3 columns. To print a new line in a fprint statement, the following escape character is used. So which character we are going to use? We are going to use the D, that is the D/N. To display current in the command window, the command used is, that means I want to display the text in the command window. So I will write it as DISP current. The solution is A. Then what is the return type of the angle function in the MATLAB? So always it is in the radians. So the answer is B. Which of the following will correctly define X, Y and Z as the symbols? It is the B. Systems X, Y, Z. So such symbols we are going to use them in some of the particular programs, like when we are using the differentiation and the integration. Which of these is the way to access the first element in a vector named V, assuming there is at least one element in the vector? So first element will be always accessed by the index 1. So that will be, answer will be B. Which function is used to find the inverse of matrix? That is the inverse function. Inverse function. Linear equations are solved by using matrix or array. It is always used to solve the linear array. We are going to use the matrix. So these are some of the activities you have to do. These are the books we have referred. So thank you for attending this session.